Whether you're aware of it or not, we all have a personal brand. And your personal brand is the image people have when they think of you. It's what you represent, your values, your skills, and the actions associated with you. But how do you know what your personal brand is? Well, one of the best ways is to understand what your personal values are. In this short video, we're going to tell you our top tips for identifying your personal values. Did you know? Numerous scientific studies show that people with a strong awareness of their values are happier, less stressed, and have a greater sense of meaning in their life. When you know what your values are, you have a better sense of who you are, what motivates you, and what you want to achieve. But what do we mean by values? So, values are guiding principles that help us understand and stay true to who we are and what we believe in, even when we're in challenging situations. Essentially, they're what you think is most important in your life, and they can be used to inform how you act or make decisions. So here are some examples of values. As a person, you might value ambition, authenticity, creativity, empathy, fairness, fun, loyalty, open-mindedness, respect, or well-being. So, here are our top tips for identifying your personal values. Number 1, be self-aware. Having a high level of self-awareness will allow you to understand what your personal values are or could be. Spend some time reflecting on your experiences and achievements. When did you feel most happy or proud, and why? What about these experiences made you feel motivated or fulfilled? Why did the experience have meaning for you? Looking back on your achievements and even your struggles and asking questions about what you learned from them can really help you understand what your values might be. Number 2, seek feedback. Another way to understand what your values are is by asking for feedback from friends, family, or mentors about what they think your values are. Why not ask them what 3 words or values they would associate with you and why? Are there any themes? Do their answers make you feel a particular way? Are there values mentioned that you don't want to be associated with, or perhaps important ones that you think are missing? Number 3, consider who you admire the most. Our values can often be shaped by people that we look up to and admire. Think about 3 people you respect, people who are role models to you. Consider why you look up to them and what values you think they represent. You may aspire to be like famous figures like Marcus Rashford, Greta Thunberg, or Mr. Beast, but also consider people that you know personally. You might have a mentor who motivates you with their advice and their guidance. Or you might know someone in the local community, a leader in the community, who inspires you with their selflessness and commitment. Or perhaps you have a relative whose kindness and loyalty you really respect. Number 4, identify your non-negotiables. Sometimes, to find out what your personal values are, you need to know what is not negotiable for you. Ask yourself, what will I never compromise on, no matter what? Identifying what you are not willing to negotiate on can really help you to identify what your values are. For example, say you believe strongly in climate justice and discover during research for a job that the company works with the fossil fuel industry. Think about whether you would still apply for that job. Or say someone from your group project says that you should ask ChatGPT to write your presentation for you instead of doing it yourself. How do you respond to this suggestion? Think about whether you have been in a situation where your values have been tested. How did this make you feel? Considering these types of scenarios will really help you to understand what your most important values are. Number 5, write down your top values. Once you have tried to understand what your values are, write them down. List 3 to 5 values you want to live by. Think about how these values come across in your actions. They should be the words you want people to associate with you. And also, consider which of these values are most important to you. This can also help you when you're making decisions in day-to-day life or in work. So, these are our top tips for identifying your personal values. Sit down and reflect on what matters most to you, how others see you, who you admire, and what your non-negotiables are. By doing this, you can come up with a list of values you want to live by in both your personal and professional life. And this will really help shape your personal brand and ultimately how other people see you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.